Hello everyone and welcome to NETCRYPTO, where you get important information and news about all coins and tokens of interest. And today we're taking a look at Crypto All Stars. So this is the token that we highlighted as a scam a couple of months ago, right? So the launch occurred yesterday. So we're just reviewing the launch, and of course it is a rug pull. So my heart goes out to all those who have been scammed into this one, right? This is coming from the ruthless scammers who are behind plenty of other scams, right? Purple, Dogeverse, Green Bitcoin, Dogecoin 20, Slothana, and so on, right? So one thing that is really shocking about this one is just take a look at the current price, right? So already it's 70% down, right? So already it's entering scam stage 8, right? So as you know, stage 8 of the scam can take between 1 week to 3 months, right, for it to reach the 80 to 90% price drop. For Crypto All Stars, right, already we are on the 70% mark, right, in terms of the price drop, which means everyone that is bought in the pre-sale and did not manage to sell soon after launch is now down 70%, right, which is quite sad. But this is something that we know. This is the reason why I always say don't buy during the pre-sale, right, because the scam is in the pre-sale. Now, what makes this one worse is we still have to, there's still stage 7, right, of the scam, which is the people who are still staked, right? Only since the launch was yesterday, the 23rd, only by the 30th of December, that's when the people who are actually staked will be able to unstake and sell. And it's really truly disheartening, especially if you're staked, because already we are down 70%. This is a merciless, shameless rug pull, right? So the people behind this token have rug pulled, right? Because think about it. If everyone came in at a price point, for example, the last price point we saw was 2016, everyone bought at that price point. Let's just pretend, right? And then people start to sell. The token did not really go above that 2016 for such a long time, right? It was like minutes. There should be no reason why it adds another zero. Everyone should be able to cash out. And guess what? They say they raised 25 million, but the liquidity available is only about 600K, right? That's the liquidity available, which is something that we have seen. They did the same thing with Purple, right? Remember Purple, they say they raised 74 million, right? But liquidity currently is only 3 million, right? That is there. I think it's only went as high as about 4 or 5 million around there, right? So this is really, really disheartening, especially for those who are staked, right? So be careful for those of you who are still claiming. Be careful of claim and stake. Don't click the button claim and stake, right? Because the moment you click that button claim and stake, you're going to be locked up for 7 days, and this thing is already lost like 70%, right? Already it's 70%. So the situation would definitely get much, much worse. So you wouldn't want to do that, or I wouldn't recommend anyone to do that. So just looking at the scam flow, right? So already, as we have said, it's hurrying to stage 8, even though we're still, so it seems like stage 7 and 8 are running concurrently, because normally it takes about a week for the 80 to 90% price drop to be realized. Already we're on 70%, right? So exactly what has happened with this one? So for those of you who don't know, right, how these scammers operate, let me actually show you. So by the way, these are the other scams that I've covered coming from the same scammers, right? BTC20, XRP20, all these scams here. And this is just what I have covered. The list is 3 times this, or even bigger, right? Because these are serial scammers. They are the scam lords or the pre-sale mafia, right? So one thing that I want to show you is exactly this chart that I've done, right? If you didn't watch the video yesterday, what happens is when they start a pre-sale, right? So when they start a pre-sale, everyone goes and invests in the pre-sale. For example, Crypto All Stars, everyone buys into the pre-sale. So this is represented by this box here, or circle, right? And then once you buy into the pre-sale, you have 2 options. You wait for the launch, or you stake your token. So you don't stake, or you stake, right? If you stake, you have to wait 7 days. So for example, those who staked, launch was yesterday, 23rd, which means only on the 30th of December, that's when you'll be able to unstake, right? And for those who did not stake, they can also fall to a trick called claim and stake, right? So you click the claim and stake button, connect your wallet, you click claim and stake, you claim, but then you are staked, and then now you have to go and wait 7 days, right? But what people don't know is the scammers, this is where the real scam is in buying in the pre-sale. The moment you buy, right, you are put in the blocked list, right? And this is not on the blockchain, because a lot of people think this is on the blockchain. It's not on the blockchain, right? It's right there on their website, right here. When you connect your wallet, they know which wallets have bought what. So when you connect your wallet, when it's time to claim, the claim button is deactivated. It's right there on the website. It's some basic HTML, CSS, right? Basic HTML, they just deactivate your button. Say, oh, this wallet, deactivate the claim button. That's it. You can't do nothing, right? It's right there on the website. It's not even on the blockchain. So you can't find anyone blocked on the blockchain because the scam is right here on the website. This is the reason why I say pre-sales break the rules of crypto, right? There were ICOs in the past, initial coin offerings that were done, right? But those were done directly from the actual token, right? So they would whitelist certain wallets to be able to buy, and then there will be rules put on the blockchain to not allow those sellers, those buyers in the pre-sale, to just dump their tokens, right? There were controls that were there in place to ensure that the community is not taken advantage of. But unfortunately, with the pre-sales, they just create some pre-sale contract, they collect their 25 million, they just release liquidity of between $500,000 to $1 million, right? A lot of people are stuck in staking, a lot of people are blocked, right? And as you can see, they just even rug pulled, right? They just, the price just dropped, they just don't care, right, into this one. Normally, these scammers will try to create some facade, right, that the price is normal and all that. But in this one, they got the balance wrong, right, of the people who are staked and the money that they took. And unfortunately, the price just dropped. They lost control of the launch right from the start. They failed to even execute their scam, right, to avoid this price drop from the start, right? And these are the scammers which are behind all those other scams. So for those who bought in the pre-sale, who are not staked, on launch day, for example, Crypto All Styles, it was 23rd of December, you would be able to claim and sell your tokens, right? But unfortunately, if you are blocked, it doesn't matter what you do. You are not going to be able to sell your tokens. But don't rush to the conclusion that you've been blocked. Try to solve your problem technically, do research, watch YouTube videos. Try by all means to resolve that problem. Only if you've exhausted everything, that's when it will signal that your wallet has actually been blocked, right? And you're not able to claim your tokens, right? But when you drop between 70 and 90%, when the price drop between 70 and 90%, right, that's when they will allow everyone to be able to actually claim. But by that time, you've already lost like 80-90% of the initial investment, right? The money that you have now is like, for example, if you invested 10,000, right, you'll be left with like 1,000 or even less, right? That's when they'll allow you now to be able to claim. So that's why I say that this is how this scam works, right? So this one was a rug pull right from the start. Not even anyone into this project, right, made any sort of profit or whatsoever. There might be maybe a 10-20%, but not many people, right? So almost everyone into this project, the people who were fortunate in this one, actually managed to get out with the same price that they got in, right? They managed to just break even, right? They didn't lose anything. That was the best case scenario into this scam, unfortunately, right? So I don't think I'll be doing any other videos for Crypto All Stars, right? We're just going to be using this one as a reference. I might do a closeout video in the future just to see if something interesting happens within the project. But already, as you can see, it's 70% already down. It's a straight up rug pull, right, coming from these scammers. So thank you for watching. And for those of you who want to support the channel, you do ask me, how do we support the channel? You can drop a super thanks. You can join the membership of the channel, or you can just drop some Solana, BNB, or ETH in the description, right? So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.